Ever have one of those days where you crush 20 tasks, clear your inbox, and still go to bed feeling completely empty? You're doing everything right on paper, but nothing seems to move the needle on your actual goals. This is a psychological state called efficient drift. The usual advice to fix this is to start a journal. But when you are already burnt out, staring at a blank page to unpack your existential dread is too much friction. So you might try a mood tracker. You get a nice line graph showing you were sad on Tuesday and happy on Thursday. However, a static chart of basic emotions offers no actionable advice on how to improve your week. We need a system capable of translating vague frustration into a structured diagnostic report. If everything looks fine on paper but you still feel stuck, tracking productivity or simple moods fall short. We need a way to pinpoint exactly what is broken in the engine. The fix starts by throwing out the binary mood tracking of the past. Instead, you define personalized psychological pillars, the specific internal metrics that actually dictate whether you feel fulfilled or empty. Looking at this settings menu, we can see how this works in practice. Instead of generic moods, you track advanced psychological states. Autonomy asks how much you acted from your own choice today. Clarity measures how clearly you faced the truth. By designing your own bespoke metrics, you establish a precise vocabulary. When you feel off, you no longer have to guess why. You have the exact terms to pinpoint the mental bottleneck. Here is the daily check-in. You score custom pillars on a 1 to 5 scale. Notice the high scores, a 4 out of 5 for vitality and autonomy. You have the energy and you're making your own choices. But as we scroll down, the numerical discrepancies expose the real issue. Clarity and harmony are sitting at a red 2 out of 5. You have high physical energy, but extremely low mental focus and rocky interactions. Now we move to the context box. This is where you write the reason behind those numbers. In this entry, the user notes they ticked off 20 items with robotic efficiency, wondering if it moves the needle on their long-term purpose. A vague feeling of burnout is impossible to solve, but rigid quantitative scores paired with messy qualitative context creates a complete, actionable dataset. To turn these observations into guidance, the system pushes your daily entry to an AI for immediate analysis. This menu shows the AI handoff. You dictate the analytical lens you want the system to use. We are selecting the action-oriented coach framework to get direct, tactical feedback. Behind the scenes, the app takes your scores, your text, and your chosen framework, and invisibly compiles them into a highly engineered prompt ready for a large language model. You don't have to spend 20 minutes writing a complex prompt. The system instantly packages it, transforming a standard journal entry into a professional diagnostic brief. Opening the AI's response, the diagnosis is immediate. The text identifies clarity as the primary bottleneck. The AI identifies the specific psychological state, the Frankl Gap. It lays out the formula causing the problem. High energy, moderate purpose, low clarity, that equals efficient drift. The AI confirms the source of the friction. You have the discipline to execute tasks, but your effort is being applied without a clear target. This diagnosis validates that initial feeling of burnout by proving the energy is there. It's just being misapplied. The AI then pivots to execution. Here are 3 specific micro-pivots to break the cycle. The first 2 are the needle test and Y compression, exercises forcing you to isolate tasks that actually create long-term value. Notice the strict time constraints. These aren't week-long retreats. They are designed to be completed in under 5 minutes to immediately snap you out of your autopilot state. Finally, the autonomy snap provides a behavioral interrupt. It instructs you to stop what you're doing and pick one non-urgent but meaningful action to reclaim agency from your routine, fixing the alignment between effort and meaning. When you structure your daily reflections and hand them over to an analytical engine, you stop passively recording your own life. You give your data a brain, and you start actively compounding your efforts into meaningful direction.